So I've been watching things unfold in Texas with the flooding and the horrible conditions people are in. I have got to say, capitalists are 100% gaslighting us when it comes to disaster relief. I live in Vietnam. Objectively, Vietnam is a much poorer country than the USA, and that's no surprise. Vietnam got bombed into the Stone Age 50 years ago. It was under comprehensive embargo thanks to the USA until about 20 years ago. But when there's a disaster in Vietnam, the civil service system is on par with anything you'd see anywhere else in the rest of the world. The disaster relief is incredible. Check out my partner Luna's video. We lived through a typhoon a couple years ago. It was a very damaging, destructive typhoon. Our house got damaged. All the houses on our street got damaged. And within hours of the storm ending, I'm talking immediately, the civil service, the Ho Chi Minh Youth Union, the government of Vietnam sprang into action, and there were crews all over the city fixing stuff. And we had a crew show up at our house. I believe that they were civil service. They showed up at our door, fixed our house. A tree had fallen on our balcony, and there was some other damage. They fixed all of that stuff, and then they left. There was no paperwork. We didn't pay any money. Nothing was filed with the government. They just fixed it, and they moved on to the next house, fixed the next house, and that's what they did. Luna's parents live where there is frequent flooding. Her parents' house has gotten flooded several times, and every time it happens, they fix the damage and they move on. There is no excuse for a nation as wealthy as the USA to not have that level of disaster relief available to all the people, rich or poor. Disaster relief is a class issue because natural disasters affect 100% of society, but capitalists get affected so much less by a natural disaster than poor people. They're not worried about natural disasters wrecking their shit because they know they can just buy new shit with the insurance money that they're going to get. Poor people are devastated. I'm from South Carolina. I know what happens when a hurricane comes through South Carolina. It is devastating to the working poor. Cuba is an incredibly poor country. They have been under comprehensive embargo for decades and decades, yet they have one of the best emergency relief programs in the world. They go around to other countries doing disaster relief. It's not a matter of resource availability, it's a matter of resource distribution. And by the way, the people of Vietnam, the workers of Vietnam, basically don't pay taxes. If you own a house, you don't pay taxes on your house. 90% of Vietnamese people own their own homes, and that's a big reason why. The corporations in Vietnam pay the taxes. Business owners pay the taxes, and there are so much better services available to the people of Vietnam, especially when it comes to disaster relief. The COVID response in Vietnam was incredible. A few well-timed, large enough strikes would get results in this. That would get relief to the people of Texas, and it would ensure that capitalists are too fearful to continue this genocidal level of neglect that we've seen through COVID, that we've seen through storm after storm. Climate change is going to make this worse. This issue isn't going away. The workers must stand up and demand better access to disaster relief. It's a class issue. Spread the word.